everyone, and welcome back to Travel Tales by Siri. In this episode, I'll take you through my 1 night, 2 day stay on the Halong Bay. I hope you'll find it useful. Let's get started. So pretty much any hotel in the old quarter or any hostel in the old quarter will have a number of brochures and they will arrange this for you. It's really a question of picking one of them. You'll have one more luxury or the other, and that's it. You pay them and then they'll just say, yeah, we'll come pick you up at a certain time, and that's it, job done. So just wait at your hotel at some time in the morning and they'll come. So the company you decide to go on the cruise with will come pick you up, and they'll sometimes, I was the first one in my case, and so they went and picked up different guests from different hotels, and in total there was 13 of us. I was traveling solo and the rest were all couples and stuff. So from there we start going towards Halong Bay, which is 2 hours from Hanoi. So you'll see here that there's so many different tourists from different tour companies. It's really quite sort of like boilerplate. Everybody does the same sort of trip. The tours always first stop at a pearl farm. So basically they'll talk you through like how pearls are made and farmed and so on and so forth. They'll also sell you some pearl products, so naturally jewelry, and also some beauty products. Anti-aging cream with pearls, apparently. Does it really work? If you know something about it, please leave a comment. Halong Bay is really close to China, and apparently like a lot of Chinese people will just come and do a day trip in Halong Bay and go back. If you forget to pack your swimsuit, don't worry, because you can buy one in Halong Bay. So this is the final bit. We get on a small boat and then go on to the actual cruise ships, or baby cruise ships really. Once we got on the cruise, we were given a welcome drink, and literally that was the only drink we got for free. Thereafter we had to buy everything, including water. So this is the tour of my actual cabin. I loved it. It was one of the best things. Fantastic view, bathroom, everything was just fantastic, and especially after staying in hostels, this was just like magic. I loved it. Let's have a look. This particular tour that I picked, 4 meals included, so lunch, dinner, breakfast the next day, and an early lunch as well the following day, and it's all set menu, so it's not buffet. And honestly, like, the food was so good, really high standard. It included really nice, fresh, flavorful salads, lots of fresh seafood. Oh, and there was plenty of it. So there wasn't like, oh, it's a set menu and we're going to start scrabbling for food. There was plenty of food on the table. So when you enter the cruise, they will actually ask you about any special dietary requirements. So someone in our group wanted halal food, and if you're vegetarian, you can tell them, because I'm Indian, like literally everyone would ask me, "Oh, do you need vegetarian food?" So it's not a problem. They will cater for your specific dietary requirements as well. Dessert was just plain and simple, fresh, sweet, tasty pineapple. It was just really pleasant, and we had some time to chill out and relax after that superb meal. And then from there, it was time to go to T-Top Island. Particularly loved spending time in my cabin because it was so cute and cozy, and you could open the windows and look directly into the sea, and then all those beautiful formations, rock formations. And there was temples there as well, so that's one of the things I was pointing out, like there's temples in those Buddhist temples. So I didn't want to leave the cabin. Actually, I would have spent a lot more time if the trip wasn't so packed. So here we are, next activity on our way after lunch to T-Top Island. For summer holidays in Vietnam, despite it being super hot, it was packed because a lot of local tourists were here. So when we get to T-Top Island, you'll see how busy it was actually. Particularly impressed with the island, but then again, you won't really have a choice. It's half the trip, that's it. And usually the break is about an hour or so. Also a cave visit included before we could finally just chill out for the evening. Cave visit again wasn't really my cup of tea. I much preferred sort of just chilling out lovers. So one question I get asked quite a lot is like about solo travel, like do you enjoy it? Like, what do you do? And honestly, like if it's just nature stuff, it's great. And also like when you join a group as well, like on this particular group, there was 12 other people, and everyone's nice in general, everyone's happy, and you talk. And then because you're solo, like you also have the opportunity to like not talk if you didn't want to. So it's really not like it's not as bad as it sounds. And if anyone's planning it, I would strongly encourage it. But I would say try and find places where there's something you really enjoy. Like because I love nature things, because like nature's my real company, it doesn't really matter. So again, dinner was a set menu. Again, absolutely delicious, fresh seafood, and again includes vegetarian and everything. So really, food-wise, this place was a complete 10 on 10. After dinner, they asked us to like go upstairs, and then they had a DJ and everything, and they played music, and it was quite a small, intimate group. And honestly, like we'd all sort of got on quite well as well. So it was fun. I spent some time upstairs, mainly because like my new friends were insisting I come upstairs. So I spent some time chilling, and at that time of day as well, the breeze was fantastic, the stars in the sky, and there were so many other like ships or cruise ships sort of parked outside, as you can see in the background. So overall, it was a lovely experience. night's sleep in the cabin. It was nice to just come up back on the deck. And I was like the first one on the deck and the only one on the deck. It was so just lovely to take in the bay, and obviously it's much cooler, much more pleasant weather-wise. I loved my morning sort of time on the so after that, like we could given times, like you have to be ready at this time for breakfast. It was time to get ready and go and get breakfast. Again, breakfast was good, plenty of fruit. They would make omelets to order. There was a few other things, toast and everything. So really, again, they did really well on the food front. Breakfast, it's time for the next activity, which was you could kayak or you could just sit in a boat and somebody would row it for you. And that would, you would get much more intimate experience of the mountains and the sea and everything. So it was nice. I chose not to kayak and I just sat in the boat and took it all in so much at once. And now, as promised, the price of this trip, I paid $140. But the important thing to know, in Vietnam, you negotiate everything. So originally they quoted me like $200 saying this, that, and the other. But you can bring it down. Don't accept the first price and try hard. Like if they say 200, like try starting at 100 and then start working your way up. So that's my tip for you. It included all meals of 4 meals and no drinks, basically. And it did include the cave trip, the stop at the island. So guys, that's the end of the trip. And it was a really lovely time. Although one thing I didn't really quite like was that it was too much action. Like it was constantly like you come here and then it's lunch and then you have some time to chill and then it's time to go to Tiptoe Island and then it's the next thing. So it was quite a lot of activity. Anyway, overall it was still good, but I just wish they didn't pack. So would I recommend this trip to anyone? Yes, I certainly would recommend this to anyone that wants a little bit of comfort and to enjoy the bays and all this wonderful nature in a more sort of comfort, more than comfort, actually, sort of almost luxury style entertainment. And honestly, the price that we paid for the entire trip in London, you would probably pay that for a meal. For that quality meal, you pay that for one meal. So really, it was a real bargain money-wise. And even the cabin, everything was really good. So I do highly recommend this for anybody that's looking for something special, because people there celebrating their anniversaries and stuff as well. I hope that you guys found this really useful. If you have any questions, you can always message me directly, either leave a comment or contact me on Instagram and DM me there. But thank you so much for watching, and it's been a real pleasure. Thank you and bye bye.